Hey everybody, it's Coolkid here, and look at this! It's SBS Volume 98. Wow, I wonder what interesting questions will Oda answer in this SBS. Well, it looks like I'll have to do a discussion video about it, but before we get into the discussion of this SBS, I'd just like to say something beforehand. So, recently I was on another one of the Wrong Way Warlords stream, and this stream that I was on, we discussed a little bit about the, I guess you would call it, mid results for the popularity poll. So, we talked about that a little bit, and we talked about each one of us that was on that stream talked about who do we think is going to be in the top 30 for the at the final results for the popularity poll. And we all gave our top 30 answers, and thinking about it now, I'm not even sure if like, I guess other than maybe like the top 5 is going to be right, but I made my guess, and I think we're going to plan after the the final results for the popularity poll is over and we find that out. I think we're going to do another one and compare our guesses. So we'll have to see about that. But a very nice and good stream. I definitely loved at least recording it, and I'm sure I do recommend you checking out that stream, which I'll put, the One Warlords channel in the link description below, and also the video in the description below, or in the title card, so either way. But, I guess I could talk a little bit about the, mid-results for the popularity poll, and that was very interesting, and, I won't get too much into here, because I've already discussed about it in that other video, but, very interesting choices for some of the results. And surprise, surprise, surprise. I didn't think this was going to happen, but Shushu got into the top 100. I didn't, because like the one video I made, I forgot which video it was, but I said something like, guys, you guys need to vote and get Shushu into the top 100. Shushu got into the top 100. Let's see, according to this, Shushu's 89. Wow, 89 in volume 98. Coincidence? Probably so, but yeah, that's really cool. Shushu got to the top 100, and I know a couple of other characters that some people have been pushing. Like, let's see, where the hell was Wood Slab that Grand Rhine review wanted to get in here? Let's see. I think, yeah, Wood Slap is number 27. God, and then I know Roger wanted Big News Morgan. Where the hell is Big News Morgan? You know what? I don't remember where the Big News was, but I don't know. I'll put it up on screen or something whenever I have time for ending this. But yeah, that's really, really cool that all these kind of characters that maybe a little bit of people care about, it's being pushed in the top 100. And if we can get to the top 100, if Wood Slap can get into the top 30, I think we can get Shushu in the top 50. Yeah, guys. Just do it. And, we still got, like, I think for the global popularity poll, we got, like, a week or two left. So, guys, just, try to put as many votes in. You can vote once a day, daily, and, come on. We gotta get Shushu into the top 50, okay, guys? We gotta do it. And, I don't know, if you want to tweet it at me, I don't know, hashtag Shushu. Honestly, I'm just happy enough that Shushu got into the top 100. Just getting a top 50 would make me really smile. But, anyway, I'm just excited whatever happens with the popularity poll. And, Yeah, I guess we can start with the discussion about, this SBS volume 98, which I'm getting this translation from Library of Ohara, Arthur from Library of Ohara, which thanks for posting that. So you should definitely check him out on his website, Library of Ohara, and he has a YouTube channel, and I do like the videos that he makes out, so I kind of would recommend that. I don't know if I'm going to put that in the link description below, but sure, check it out. And with this, I'm not going to be going through every question, but I'll be going through the ones that I find interesting, and I'll talk about that. So if I miss any questions and you want to read it, just I'll link in the description below where you can find the SBS on Arthur's website. So yeah. I think I got everything I need to say before I can start discussing about these questions. So yeah. So let's do it. Let's tackle these SBS now. Which question I should tackle first? Yeah, I think what? I'll do the first one to open it. So a reader sent Oda Sensei, who would have thought there would have been a UFO in a place like this? The SBS has started. And Oda is like, wait, what? Oh, god damn it, hold up. It's just another grade schooler. I got tricked again. Damn it. And by an 11-year-old this time. So, yeah, the SBS started. I know there's some, people send SBS questions and they're like, blah, blah, blah. SBS has started. So, cool. Let's see, the next question I'll tackle is, okay. I know which one I'll tackle. So, a reader sent in by Hada? I think I'm saying that right, but if I pronounce names wrong here, sorry. I'd probably get someone else who knows Japanese better. But Anna said in Oda Sensei, according to my grandma, Yamato's birthday is on November 3rd. Is that so? And Oda was being like, well, yeah, sure. Yamato's birthday is on November 3rd. So I like this question because one, November 3rd is my birthday! Yay! And, I share the same birthday as Yamato. And also, I think I share the same birthday as Kami. Yeah, I know that for a fact. So, yeah, two wonderful characters that I like that share my birthday. So that's cool. And two, I just kind of like this whenever it happens when, a reader, sends in, because, there's a lot of characters in One Piece, and sometimes we'll be like, hey, yo, X character, can their birthday be, January 14th? And Oda's like, yeah, sure, why not? So, some of the characters, some of the confirmed, birthdays of some of the characters we got, it's Oda basically being like, yeah, I guess their birthday is that since you said that. So it'll be easier on me. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely like when that happens. Let's see. Next question. Reader asks, can you please draw a lost face when he eats a umeboshi, which is basically Japanese sour plums, and I'll throw the image up right here. I actually wonder, are umeboshis that sour? Because, sometimes when you see animes, you see their face, sour up, so I wonder how sour they are. I might have to buy some of those one day. And let's see. Next question. A reader asks, I'm really curious to see how kids and killers first love. God, okay, hopefully I pronounced this one right. Seton Doryu Yakana? God, I don't know. I'm for sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, so I don't know. And what the description below tells me how to pronounce it. I'll put it there. And continue to the question. Looks like, I wonder what kind of face she has. I bet she's really cute. So image up right here. And so the whole story with this is, I think in our previous SBS, we got it was mentioned that that Kid and Killer used to have a first love, and that lasted until one day she accidentally spilled on herself. Let's see. Curry udon, and she accidentally spilled it on herself. Kid and Killer laughed at her, and basically she beat the hell out of them. And after that day, Kid and Killer never liked curry udon again. It's their least favorite food. So yeah, that's the backstory for that. And also, her name is basically I stain my shirt with broth. And, I have noticed this from reading the SBS is, like, sometimes Oda, when mentioning characters in these SBSs will give, like if he mentions, like, someone whose whole job is, I'm here to give the official letters, and his name's probably, I love to give letters, or I give out letters. Like, their name is something along the lines of that, so that's definitely, I guess that's probably easier for Oda being like, yeah, this character loves curry, so I'm just going to name him Curry Lover or something in Japanese. So, yeah, very, very interesting fact. Let's see, next one. Ooh, this one's a very interesting one we got from a... Wait. Okay, I gotta read the questions. Well, this question comes from the name. A pure-hearted middle school student who wrote about wanting Odochi at Tabata. Wow, that's a really long pen name. But he asked Odochi in chapter 977. In the scene where Nami was hugging Jinbei, I spotted Sanji biting onto his neckerchief, going like, out jealousy, which, honestly, I'm actually kind of surprised someone even pointed that out, and even with the chapter panel, you could barely tell, that Sanji's actually even doing that motion, and Noda, like, even here is like, oh, wow, that's amazing, well done for spotting that. Well, he was unfortunately cut off because of the how the chapter layouts go. Well, you might have to use a little imagination. Sanji's very, very well hidden, very good. And we do see that Oda, showed the full image of what was, Sanji doing that was, obscured off panel. So up here, then, oh God, this question, God, I don't remember how do the Mr. Saturns talk? Because I'm a big fan of Mother, if you don't know this, in Earthbound. And if I remember, I would totally talk like it. Because I'll put the question up and you'll see what I mean if you play Mother and with the Mr. Saturns. So I'll go, if Luffy's Gear 4 is a thing, will Luffy's Gear 5 be a thing too? Yeah. This totally looks like something that, you read the text boxes for the Mr. Sads, and that's how it would be wrote. So, I do find that interesting. And Oda gives his, usual answers when you ask these kind of questions of, really, really not answering anything. Just giving out vague answers. Oda's like, oh, very well. I feel the passion in this handwriting. And I feel obligated to include this question just as I received it. So, 5 be a thing. Right now, the enemy we have to defeat is a man to be essentially the strongest in the world. And you could say, because of that, the world is on the edge from transitioning from 4G to 5G. And the G means Kier, right? So, yeah, Oda doesn't really give us an actual answer. But, yeah. I mean, he could have been talking about G. Or he could be talking about his G on his wireless phone. But whatever. To answer my question of will Gear 5th be a thing? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. He'll probably get it. Probably Gear 5th will be, released once Luffy finds when he gets his awakened devil fruit. So whenever Luffy does that, I'm sure he'll pull out Gear 5th by then. Hell, he might be even pulling Gear 5th like in Wano. Well, I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt something like that will happen. But yeah, Oda, love when something very important. You just give your vague bullshit answers without even really answering the question. Next one I do find interesting, but I'll just say this: if you're reading the official and even some early scans, you kind of don't come across this if you're reading this in English. This mainly applies to in Japanese. So Rear asks so in chapter 978 when Ulti-chan started ending her sentences with Arisu, I think I'm saying that right. Page 1 says, "Is that another one of your weird trends?" But then, what was her speaking trends before that one? And Oda's like, well, you see, she added Goasu, and Archer put a little note saying that's a variation of Goasu, old form to end sentences. And Oda continues, and back to what Oda says at the end of her sentence, a bit before her debut, she went like, "Oh, pay, you little poor thing, Goasu," and right now she seems to end her sentences with Osu, and Archer puts well, that's a variation of Amasu, a way to end sentences usually associated with Cornisons in old Japan. So I do find this interesting. I do at least like that Archer at least translated this, and as probably an English viewer of One Piece and with the translations we get, we don't come across with this, and I do at least like the acknowledgement of it. It's very interesting, especially something that we don't get, and it's not like we get a straight translation to it for that kind of stuff, because that kind of thing I don't think kind of works in English, and Japanese is kind of a more complicated language than from what I understand from English. But yeah. I just think this question's really, really cool, and I can answer this. Oh no! I'm not going to answer this one. I'm just going to say, if you want to see it, it's just click the link description below if you really want to read it. But I'll just say this one involves with Oda answering cock and ball torture. Oh god, cock and ball torture. Not going to answer that one, but I am going to answer this one. And well, it's not a question, but Oda comes in and is like, okay, everyone, I kind of made a little mistake. You see, I lost a postcard, or was it later? Either way, a reader sent me this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'll try and remember the contents as best as possible. So Oda goes in. I got this letter from a fellow from Irakun. I think that's how you say it, right? Who asked me to look at his YouTube channel, and it seems like he does videos where he makes One Piece craft figures, and I thought I recognized one of the figures, and I realized that it was because he submitted to the Usopp Pirates Gallery. I think it's pretty fun that some readers have become YouTubers. Some readers become YouTubers. Yeah, okay, I'll stop continuing on. So everyone, please give Aaron a look. Good luck with the channel, and I heard he was doing a collab with Snatcha, which you better even know watching that. So yeah, it ends with that, which honestly I think that's really cool that Oda got that. and for him to, answer and, shout out a YouTuber. And, I guess that's cool. He watches some One Piece YouTubers probably. And, sure, the question is, does he watch, people who us in the West are familiar, like King of Lightning, Tech Egg, Rogers Basin, whoever else is big? Probably not, just because of maybe just the barrier language. He probably doesn't even, watch those kind of videos just because of the language barrier. Hell, I don't even know if he's ever answered like a SBS question in English or from another that was written in our language. Actually, if anyone knows if he's answered an SBS question that came from, outside of Japan, can someone please tell me what it is? I'll be interesting to find out. And maybe I should send an SBS question one day. One day. But yeah, really, really cool. And also with what's his name? Yelton? Yeah, I think I know I'm saying it right or wrong, but I'll try to find his YouTube channel. If I can find it, I'll put in the link description below. And if I can't find the YouTube channel, I just asked some of you, if you know where to find the YouTube channel, to go in the comment section below and type, the link to the YouTube channel, and I'll pin that comment. So, yeah, I really want, even if I can't find it, I'd be interested to find out what it is. And it'll probably just be harder for me to find it since, finding out, Japanese videos through America, unless if someone directly links it to you, it's just generally harder. So, yeah. What's the next one? Ooh, this one's an interesting one. So a reader asked, so the Marines have admirals, vice admirals, captains, etc., etc. Well, I was thinking the fleet admiral is the one on the top. What are the other grades? And with this question, we kind of know how, the ranking system of the Marines worked in like previous guidebooks and whatever. And Oda, hell, you can even go on the wiki to find this out. And Oda, and this one's like, oh yeah, now you mention it, I don't really think I talked about how the Marines are structured in SBS before. So, I'll go how they're graded. And I've never talked about the grade system and, the Marines work in, I guess, in any of my videos. I don't know. So, I guess I'll go through each of one of them. Let's see. From lowest to bottom, we got Chore Boy, Seaman Recruit, Seaman Apprentice, Seaman First Class, Petty Officer, Chief Petty Officer, Master Chief Petty Officer, Warrant Officer, Ensign, Lieutenant Junior Grade, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, Captain, Commodore, Rear Admiral, Vice Admiral, Admiral, Fleet Admiral, and those are all the ranks. And Oda does also mention, a couple of, other positions, like Sengoku is currently the General Inspector, which it's not a real position. It's basically the Marines saying, look, you were a fleet admiral, okay? We can't just let you go from the Marines. So we're giving you this position, which you kind of don't have any real responsibilities, but you're just there, okay? Okay. And let's see, what else? He just mentioned that Aokiji used to be a former admiral. Actually, he used to be a former rear admiral and is part of Sword. And Corazon, former commander. So yeah, definitely interesting. And I would say I recommend you. If you're really interested about the ranking in the Marines, honestly, Tekking's video on the rankings of the Marines probably the best place if you really want to figure that out. So I might link it. I might not. But also something interesting, we do find out some characters have changed their ranks through, the time skip between, the pre and post that we didn't know until now. So we do find out that now, let's see, Full Body and Jingo are Lieutenant Commander. So, okay. If I'm remembering this right, so in the pre-time skip when we're first introduced to Full Body, I believe he was a lieutenant, and then there was a whole cover story with Django, and Full Body backed him up after Django did this like crazy dance against with the judges, and the judges were like, "Wow, we're so impressed by the fact with your dancing. We're just going to let you go." But full. So let me see how we deal with this. Full Body, since you're taking responsibility for him, you have to be in charge of him, and we're demoting you all the way down to seaman recruit. So yeah, good job. So yeah. Then in between the pre and post, they jumped all the way to lieutenant commander, which, if I'm right, Full Body was a lieutenant, so he essentially jumped up just one rank after. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And also, to be fair, I would be. Yeah, at least Full Body, when he got demoted, he got demoted to not the lowest rank, the second lowest rank. Well, I mean, is really Chore Boy really a rank? It's like, I don't know. You're in charge of the football team. Do you consider like the janitor for the bathroom part of the team? I guess not, but yeah. And the other one, there is another one we didn't know about, his new rank. So let's see. We got T-Bone, who is currently now a rear admiral. I believe in the pre-time skipped. He was a not a commander. He was a captain, and then between that and the post-time skip, he jumped all the way to rear admiral. So I mean, look. Being a rear admiral is nothing to scoff at. Sure, it's the lowest rank of admiral, but it's still an admiral, so yeah. But other than that, there's no real, I guess, changes. So yeah. I guess we'll go down to the next question. So with this question, this is a very, very interesting question. And at first you'll be like, really? But by the end of it, you'll be like, okay, I am intrigued. So the question is, all the officers of Kaido's crews are named after card games, right? And Noah gives the answer of, oh yeah, all three all-stars are pretty obvious, but the Flying Six, the numbers, the headliners, they're all named after card games. And which one? I was actually completely surprised by the numbers and the headlines, because I knew the All Stars and the Flying Six were named after card games, but I didn't know the headliners were too. That threw me for a shock. It was like, the headliners. Okay, that is interesting. And continuing on from that, we got I was saying, well, excluding Drake, Apu, Hawkins, because they're previously introduced. They were all named after card games. It continues listen to them all would be fine, but some of you might be like, well, I've never heard of this card game before, which to be fair, I mean, who has heard of a card game called Who's Who? Who is Who's Who Cards Who? Yeah, that joke's still funny, right? But back onto it. In regards to many of those many of these card games, but there are many ways to play card games all over around the world. So, with just a standard playing card deck, it could be played many different ways and just looking around the world. So, it continues by the way, did you know that in Dressrosa, Doflamingo was called Joker? Is a brand new of an initial idea where Doflamingo was going to fight as a powerful companion of Kaido as in Wano country. He's quite a tricky opponent, so I'm glad we got rid of him in Dressrosa. Okay, this shocked the hell out of me. I was like, what? You're telling me Doflamingo was going to be in Wano, and that's crazy. And it made me think, like, well, Dressrosa, okay? The longest arc in One Piece. It actually even made me think, well, how was going to Dressrosa originally at? And was even Dressrosa even? Because I knew there was a famous story that Oda did say he never intended Dressrosa to be as long as it is. But did like, freaking the end of Dressrosa didn't even end with Doflamingo's defeat? Man, that would have been crazy. Like, honestly, I don't know if, the story would have been better if, we took him out in Dressrosa instead of in Wano. I don't know what would have been the better option, but freaking God, this was I'm thinking I would tell that this is a crazy cool idea. Then, let's see, I guess I'll answer this one. This isn't from Sonata, but, this is from a fan of Sonata. And he's like, so, as a member of the SBS discipline committee here, I believe that Sonata's behavior is unacceptable. But, anyway, Oda, I want to hear some of your keepy dongos. And Oda's like, oh, yeah, you mean from, like, my cheek? Well, you see, my beard's not trimmed yet, and it might feel gross. Okay, let's stop. Have you considered changing your pen name? So, yeah, maybe they should have changed their pen name. But, yeah, next question. We got from someone who's like, Oda, I have a question. So those who ate the smiles grew horns, right? So why do pleasures only have one and the others have two? And Oda basically gives the answer of, oh yeah, no. They're just for fashion. They're supposed to, represent, I guess, their ranks. And he goes like, so it's not enforced, but pleasures are allowed to sport one horn, while the gifters and above are allowed to sport two. That's just how the rule goes. And, as I said this earlier, I don't think anyone in Kaido's crew has actual horns. Unless if you consider Kaido, Black Maria, and Yamato, those three might have horns, but everyone else, they're just fake costume horns. So, it's just probably like a dress code thing of, being a part of Kaido's crew, except all the supernovas that joined Kaido's crew never put on horns. You know what? Forget about that. So it's just a costume piece. Just remember, hey man, it's just a mask. It's just a mask. Next one, we got another one of the 60-40 timeline shit. So we got reader asking, can you please draw perfect shoe? Can you draw Sanji at age 40 and 60 in the future, please? I'm counting on you. Yeah. And Oda's like, well, very well. I received many requests about this, so enjoy. And I'm pretty sure that Oda did say beforehand that he was going to draw Robin next, but I guess he's saving Robin for something special. But yeah, we got, let's see, I'll tell the good timeline first, which, interesting thing about the good timeline, it's like FH40, he parts his hair to the left, then to the right. So, like, I don't know if it's just a thing with Sanji where it's like, every couple of years, it's like, you know what, I'm tired of my hair being on the left side, I'll do it on the right now. So, definitely interesting. And let's see, at age 40, looking very suave, meaning like, whether it's women or food, I ain't picky. Definitely good timeline. And age 60, which, which I find interesting is with age 60, it's like with the good timeline, he kind of takes, mauls himself after Zeph, while in the bad timeline, he mauls himself after Judge, the ever top 5. And I do find that interesting. So, I guess him following the good side is the way of the stepfather, and the bad is the way of his real father, which I think I'd rather let him be like Zeph. And he's like, well, I'm going to go fishing in the all blue. And it looks like at this point he probably opened up his restaurant in the middle of all blue, and he has all the fish in the world to cook with. Right, guys? Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. Then the bad timeline, where things went wrong with age 40. He's just like, as long as it fills the belly, food's all the same. And we got him like, I guess he doesn't part his hair anyway. It's just all down. I mean, I don't have hair long enough to cover my damn eyes, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then in the bad timeline, age 60, he's like, drain the poison into the sea. And he literally just freaking looks like Judge, except he has a S on his helmet. So yeah, hopefully things are going to go with the bad timeline. I think I want things to be good. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Next one. I do like this one. And it's one of those questions that there's no way this is ever going to answer the story. But it basically goes like, oh yeah, I have a question. So in chapter 962, we can see a young Yuzuru wielding a katana while Kiku wields a gun. But they're the complete opposite now. Is there any reasoning behind this? So it gives the answer of basically, oh yeah, Kiku was just holding her brother's gun. Nothing more to it. So you see, the two of them have been disbanded by their parents and forced by deprived adults to entertain them since they were small. Even though they were poor, they were very close to each other. One of the tricks that Izuru has learned was sharpshooting, and he was a perfect 10 out of 10 with his sharpshooting skills. But however, he was never confident with the sword. So what I presume is, since he's a samurai, he's from Wano, it's like, look, I'm a daimyo. I gotta, use my a sword as a samurai would. And continuing on later, when he was on Whitebeard's ship at one time, he was showing off his sharpshooting skills until Vista was like, hey, you really should use your gun skills a lot more than your sword skills. You can use that to protect people. And pretty much ever since then, he's used the way of the gun. So very, very, very interesting. I mean, this is a question that I'm sure will never, this won't ever be answered in the story. And, answering this here is the perfect place. So yeah. These are 10 out of 10 sharpshooting skills. Then we got this one, which has probably debatably the biggest reveal for the story. So let's do it. Let's do it. This person's like, okay, if Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, and Frankie were to become devil fruit users, what kind of devil fruit do you think they would have eaten? And, so we get, a list of which of these characters get a devil fruit. And, I mean, actually, I'm looking at this. I mean, Jinbei is missing from this list, but to be fair, probably the person who didn't even think about it. So, the first one and third one has some big reveal. So, we got, what would Zoro's devil fruit be? Oh, yeah, he would be in Kaido's fruit, the Ushi Ushi no Mi mythical, type model Seiryu. Yes, it's been revealed. Kaido's devil fruit is, we obviously knew it was a fish mythical fruit, but we found out it's the Seiryu. So honestly, I kind of wish Oda didn't reveal this because it would have been more impactful if I found this out in the story. So much more impactful, but and also the fact that I was planning for my next One Piece discussion video to be about, Kaido's mythical fish fisher and talk about, how just the card might work if that's it, or, some of the other devil fruits that, dragons that it could be, but it's a serious area of fruit. So yeah, I guess that video now is discussing what are cool abilities that this Dragon Seiryu might have. I have to actually probably look into that. And Oda also puts down below, I want him to give the elf fruit to his sword so that his sword turns into a dragon and Zoro. I think that would be really cool. Then next one for Nami, we got the Goro Goro no Mi, or basically Enel's fruits, and what it puts down like a true weather lady. Now no one can stop her anymore. Well, apart from Luffy, but no one anymore. Next one is Usopp, and we find out a devil fruit's name that we didn't know what the name of that devil fruit is. So we got the Poke Poke no Mi, or the Pocket Pocket fruit, which is Flamenco's devil fruit. Yeah, one of the commanders for Whitebeard. Yeah, we finally found out what the devil fruit's called, and it was like, well, a perfect pocket for someone like Usopp, who always has something off his sleeve. You know what I mean? I'm fine with this reveal, because honestly, when are we going to find out the name of Blanco's fruit? Like, I'm sure, like, half, like, all the, devil fruit users on Whitebeard's crew, we're probably not going to find out most of the names for it. So, honestly, find these out on SBS is probably nicer instead of the real story. And also, Oda, just tell us, god damn, kid's devil fruit name, because we know it's magnet power. It's probably the magnet fruit. Just say it. There's no going to be super big plot twist like, oh, you thought it was the magnet fruit, but no, it's actually blah, blah, blah. No, we know it's the magnet fruit. Okay, then the next one we got Sanji's. He's got the swim fruit, or Senior's Pink's devil fruit, the one where you can swim in mud. And basically Oda's answer is like, oh yeah. Trust me, with this fruit, Sanji can do some serious perving out. I was actually kind of surprised that Oda chose this one instead of, I forgot its name, but the one that turns you invincible. I think it's the clear fruit. Yeah, that one. The clear fruit, but I mean, the swim fruit's not a bad option, especially now that with Sanji's raid suit, he can just basically go invisible whenever. And then the next one, we got the arms fruit, which is Baby 5's devil fruit. I mean, it makes sense. Frankie, he needs a tool, he needs a weapon. Perfect. So, yeah, definitely interesting answer for the questions and the reveal of Kaido's devil fruit, which I wish didn't happen, but hey, we have to acknowledge it. And I'll answer the last two questions. Let's see. Rear asks, the vessel who tasted Momonosuke's food in 971, the vessel who reported Odin's foul deeds to Yuki, that's Odin's dad, in chapter 960 are the same person, right? It seems like they have been supporting Kazuki's family for generations. When I realized that, tears had started to flow out. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's really cool. I actually didn't know about this. I just honestly kind of forgot about him. But hey, look, even background characters Oda remembers. We can't forget about important background characters. And Oda's like, oh yeah, that's indeed the case. And he goes by, his name is Bonzaru. God, I know I'm saying his name wrong. But yeah, he was a samurai picked by Asayaka in his youth, who is immediately grateful for that. And Arthur puts like, okay, Bon can refer to guard, and which fits his position. Zaru is a common suffixes meaning third son. So basically, he's the third son guard, I guess. And then the last and final question. We gotta read her being like, I got a question for you. Leave or life? And I was like, oh, that's scary. I don't want to think about give up odds bet. I picked leave. Yeah, right. I'm leaving. That's all for the SBS. Until next time, soon. And yeah, the SBS ends there. So yeah, next question to end this on. Actually, oh shit, huh? That's shorter or faster than I thought, but yeah. Actually, was kind of surprised with this one because SBSs usually have been a couple of cool information, mostly joke shenanigans, but this actually has kind of a lot more stuff that I'm more interested in. Of course, there's always going to be the joke questions, but yeah, it's a wonderful SBS. Just like to say thank you again, Artur, to posting this translation online so we can read it. And if you want to read it, it's the link description below. Also recommend checking out his YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure he did a YouTube video discussing about this chapter. So if you probably want to get more in depth about some of the Japanese and how the languages and how like each part of the word could be broken down in its meaning. So yeah, you could definitely check that out. And I guess that's really it. Let me just take a quick drink and I'll see you guys next time, the next video, seeing what's next for the chapter of One Piece and the next mythical questions that only Oda can answer. Yes, that's right, Flavion. That's right. Oh, also, before I got leave, I do have to say one thing. Yes, I finally did this, so that means probably my next video coming up is my Attack on Titan chapter review. Dude, I gotta work on that. And plus, this chapter's actually not half bad. I do recommend, well, just recommend reading Attack on Titan in general. And we're like, what? After this, I think we're a chapter or two away. So, be ready for that final chapter. And remember, I am doing a live reaction of the final chapter, so can't wait for that. I don't think I'm missing anything else, but yeah. I guess that's it. And oh wait. One more thing. It's probably not important for most people who are watching this, but I did find out that apparently Disney, like I think in a couple months from now, is going to be shutting down Blue Skies, which it's sad, but it was inevitable. Disney was going to close down that company. There was no way they were going to keep essentially 3 animation studios that make movies. There's no way Disney's going to keep 3 open, and no, not Pixar or not the Walt Disney Animation. Blue Sky was going to go out, and that's sad. And that ultimately means they were going to cancel. I believe they were making a movie. I forgot what movie it was, but it was sad that it's not being continued. It's the end of Blue Sky. I mean, I like their stuff. I liked it well enough, but yeah, I guess this is it, and stuff that no one cares about. But yeah, well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. That's right, Ava. That's right. Well, no, I'm not going to send an SBS question. Wait, should I send an SBS question? Maybe. Who knows? I have a chalice thing, but yeah. Wait, what? Why am I continuing? Let me just end the damn recording. Okay, I'm still thinking. Okay. I gotta stop here before I keep thinking about saying an SBS question.